Torin, what are we doing today?
Fixing my brakes.
Fixing your brakes? What's wrong with your brakes?
They have no brake pad.
You have no brake pad left. We were out riding the other day and Torin was like, why I lost my brakes. I don't have any brakes. So I got to looking and it's because he has no brake pad left. So I guess that's partially a shame on me for not paying attention to your machines, huh? However, I'm not the one riding them, and that's part of routine checks before you ride every day. Check your brakes, check your oil, right? Do you do that before you ride every day?
No.
You don't? Dad, I'm 8. I don't do that stuff. I just hop on it and go, right? So, I'm going to make, since he wasn't paying attention to his brake pads, I am going to make him change his own brake pads with my help if he needs it, right? All right. So let's get started, bud. Now, probably the biggest help you're going to need. Oh, hold on. Your dad's old. He needs his old man knee pad. Ah. All right, let me get my knee pad over here. You're probably going to need help breaking these bolts free. But you got the right socket and stuff? You ready? You're going to take the caliper mounting brackets bolt off first. You can do it, bud. You can do it. Pull. It's moving. Yo, you got it. Now, here's a pro tip for you, bud. You got that one loose? Before you take it out, get the other one broke loose. Otherwise, when you go to loosen it, this whole bracket will flip. So leave this in and loosen the bottom. Nope, nope. That's not the right one.
Down here.
Yep. Push. Push. Oh, it's moving, but oh, no, be careful though. You don't want to strip it.
It's not moving.
Come on, muscle man. Here, let's get it down where you can get a little better leverage on it. Now try. Stand up. Put your weight into it. You got it. It's moving. It's moving. Is it moving?
Not.
Not. You need a little hand here. All right, I'll give you a hand this time.
Is that hard?
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. All right, you got it from there. Go ahead and take that bottom one the rest of the way out and then take the top one out. When you get it to where you can turn it by hand, yeah, take those off and turn it by hand. There you go. All right. Set it where you won't forget it or lose it. No, don't set it on the drain, Tori. That's the worst thing you could have done. Because I can guarantee if you set it on or near a drain, it's going to go down the drain. So, set it back somewhere safe. How about over there by the toolbox? There you go. Yep, now take the top one the rest of the way. No, I could tell that wasn't soft enough or loose enough yet. Almost. Sometimes too you may have to lift up on the brake pad or wiggle it because if the weight of the caliper is on the bolt, it's going to be harder to come out. So you may be able to like lift it and get it out the rest of the way by hand. See, she's pretty loose now. There we go. All right, pull that caliper off. And let's see what's left of your brake pad. Yeah, you got quite a bit of the inner left, but there is absolutely no outer pad left whatsoever. So I need to look because I don't know if this is a caliper. See, there's a couple different kinds of calipers. Some you can just take like a clamp and squeeze this caliper back in place, while some have to be twisted and spun. Let's see which the kind this is, and then we'll get back to work. All right, Tori, now what are you doing?
Using this out.
But what's that doing?
Getting the pad out.
Well, it's pushing your caliper back in, your caliper piston, excuse me, back in the caliper so you can get your old brake pads off and the new ones in. So give that some squeezes. You got to squeeze hard. Keep going. Is it moving?
It's catching my mouth.
Oh, it's catching that. Might be too big. Here, you take the phone. I'll help you out a little bit on this part. I figured this is going to be the part you need help with. Slide back, bud.
Okay.
I think what we might have to do is take this off. It's a little big. Yeah, it gives us a little smaller. All my tools for doing this are at work, huh?
Mhm.
There we go.
Mhm.
And this other side of this pad is stuck on here. I'll get that off for you. And then I'm going to turn the reins back over to you because it's easy from here. Oh, you know what we should do though is get some brake clean. Clean this up a bit. So I'm going to handle the volatile chemicals for you. Okay, because I don't have any gloves or anything for you. I'll clean this up for you and then turn the reins back over to you. How's that sound? Okay. All right, so we cleaned up. It doesn't look too bad. The I don't know if maybe the rubber seal around the piston is tore. The rubber boots tore. But we pumped the brakes. It was moving. Fluid wasn't pouring out. So we'll put the brake pads on here. We'll just have to go for a ride and keep an eye on it, huh? So, you got your pads? Okay, go ahead and pull your pads out of the box. Open them up.
Which is already open.
It's already opened. And they go a specific way. Can you guess which way?
This one goes on first.
Oh, it does. Good job. But which way does it go?
This way.
Torin! It does go that way.
It's shape.
Yep, that's all you gotta do is match up the shape. We may need to push that piston in a little more.
I'll set that right.
Okay, now see this up here? It's a little pressure spring, and what that does is it holds the brake pad from bouncing around, and basically it keeps it from rattling when your brake's not on. So you got to push this up against that to get it in place. You see how it popped into place there? Now this next one's going to be tricky.
Gotta go on the bolts.
It does. So usually, well, let me see. Go ahead, see if you can figure it out. Yep. That's the proper technique, Torin. Get one side on. Good. And usually the other side can be a little bit of a pain. You got to use some muscles to try to usually get that on there a little bit better. Oh, it's close. Might have to angle it a little bit. Do we need to... There we go. Let me help. I'll help you a little bit. And I'll pull this down. You push that. There we go. Is it on? Almost. Oh, no, that one's falling out.
You're the one who leaned it.
I did leaned it, didn't I?
You leaned
That was my fault for leaning it.
You leaned it.
Oh, my, Torin. This is kind of a silly brake setup, isn't it? Well, I think our piston caliper came back up a little bit.
Can you do that again?
Well, here, you hold this. We'll squeeze her down again. Let's take this one back off. We'll leave this one. Well, we can probably take that one off because this gets a pretty good hold and has a pretty good grip. Yeah, it did come back up. We probably didn't get it the whole way back down when we squeezed to test the brakes. I'm just gonna make you do it twice. Repetition. That's how you learn stuff, right, Jordan?
Yeah. Gotta do it twice.
There, now it's in the whole way. It was coming back out, that's why. It's coming back out a bit. So we still got some good pressure on that. Which is good, that means we probably aren't gonna have to get you a new caliper. But it's gonna make getting these brake pads on a little bit trickier. I do have a screwdriver. Right here. Pro tip number 2, one thing that'll help you is we're going to pop off the cap to your brake reservoir, and that'll allow the fluid to be able to be pushed back in there without building as much pressure. But those screws are real easy to strip, so if you don't mind, I will do that for you, okay? Because if you strip them, then we're skunked. Oh, those weren't actually on there that hard. You probably could have done that easily. Oh, there, finger tight. So if we take this loose, then that'll help to relieve the pressure when you're pushing the piston of the caliper back in to get the new pads on. We may need to top this off if you lost fluid, but it looks like it's pretty full actually. Yeah. So see, you didn't lose any fluid, so that is probably wear and tear. Again, we're gonna set this right on top of the drain, right? No, we don't set it right on top of the drain. Because what's gonna happen if we set it right on top of the drain? guaranteed it's going to end up falling right down in the drain, huh? All right, let's go back to you. Those little screws would. Them big bolts probably one of, you're probably right, but them little screws from the reservoir cap would, for sure. There, see how it's not, now it's not wanting to push back up out. So your pads are on the tire there. Go ahead and stick them back in. Yep, push it up till it fits in. Like I said, yep, just keep pushing, it'll go. Use some muscles.
Straight lined up, but then that
You got it crooked in there is why, mister. Push it up, push it forward. There you go. Bloop. I can help you a little bit, Tori. Push it up against that spring clip in there. You can do it. You can do it. Oh, maybe you can do it. Get that. There we go. Okay.
brake pads are on.
Okay. It's all yours. So now,
Put it.
this is kind of a tricky part too. You got to separate the pads a little bit.
There.
Okay, tricky for everyone except for Torin, who's a professional at changing brake pads. I know who's doing my next ones.
Gotta make it so it stays.
Yep.
And the other one.
Mm-hmm.
And then this here. I need to switch directions. I'm going all greasy.
How'd it get all greasy?
You?
Me?
Yes. You're the one who was fingering that.
Oh.
Actually, probably the brake pads.
Yeah, you're probably right. Actually, it's not grease, but that's probably a little bit of brake fluid that came out.
Yeah. It could be brake cleaner. One of those.
Or grease that washed off from the brake cleaner that was still wet yet, huh?
Many possibilities.
Now, before you tighten that one fully, get this one a little bit to make sure it started. Yep, you're good. Okay, send them home, bud. Send them home.
And then this one, and it's hard to squeeze. Brake on. I pushed the brake way out there anyway. Stop.
Important step, always torque your bolts. You ready? Click. Perfect. Ready? Let's torque this one. Click. Click. Perfect. Now let's put our cap back on, huh? Yeah, it's wore down. It's completely wore down. The other one was completely wore down and gone. That's all that's left of the other one, huh?
And this is what.
Yeah. Okay, I think we're still plenty of fluid in there. Let's put this back on. Thank you, Torin. Let's put. You got the screwdriver? Oh, it's right there.
Yeah.
Go ahead, tighten them up. Be very careful, though. Don't strip them. Go till you can snug them, and then I will check them. What's the saying? I'm always saying it to you. Lefty.
Tight.
No, lefty tight. No, lefty loosey, righty tighty. Say it. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. Torin, you got dirt on your face for some reason.
Probably down there now.
Probably. Okay, let me check them. Let me torque them to spec. Click. Click. All right, do you want to squeeze and test and I'll watch back here? Or do you want to keep squeezing? Are they moving?
I don't know.
Are you getting pressure?
Or, yeah. Oh, pressure's coming back. Before it was, pressure's coming back. Got pressure now.
You get pressure. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Let's test it. Whoa! Let it go. Squeeze. Oh, you got rear brakes again. Torin, that was an excellent job. Give me some knuckles. All right. Good job, buddy. You ready to go ride now? I say a good ride. So guys, make sure you comment down below and tell Torin what a good job he did. Right, Tor?
Mm-hmm.
And thanks for watching. Until next time, God bless and
Keep on riding.
keep on riding.